welcome back everybody. We're going to do the gauge faces on the Ram. I'm going to put these, they're Daytona red color from US Speedo. It seems like a pretty easy, straightforward install, so we're going to get down to it by taking the inside apart. First thing you're going to do is take this bezel out and use one of these tools here to pry downward first. You want to pull those down first, and then the rest you're going to pull out this way. You see these orange clips on the back. You'll also want to take out this with the starter button and this too, along with the radio. I already pulled out the two top screws, so you just pretty much grab that and yank it back. Like I said, you just grab it and just pull with a little bit of force. Sounds like it's gonna break, but it's not. And then you can just rest it like that. Now this piece, you just pull straight back. You can set that to the side. Same thing with this over here. Now with this lower panel, you can just pull this down. You don't have to unbolt it, just pull it back. It'll hang down a little bit. Pull this piece out. And then this side, over here where the headlight is. So with all these pieces gone, you have access to these. There's screw holes here and here, and you can take off this little boot. Now I have this boot pulled back. I have access. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws to take out for the actual cluster. Okay, now I have the 4 screws out, and I can just now pull out of here and unplug it back here. And we're free. Next step, you have to separate the top from the bottom. You can just lift these up as you pull away at the same time, all the way around. More, holding on. There we go. And now we're completely ready to mark the needles where they are right now. You want to mark them at the bottom out point. It's as far as they go. So you want to mark where they're sitting right now, so that when you put them back, they'll be in the right spot. Okay, so this is how they have it marked, or they want you to mark it. And then you have to mark it on the actual face of the stock gauge for that one, because there's nowhere to reference. Just like that. So these bottom out in a certain spot. So I counterclockwise and twist up at the same time. This one was a little easier to do because there's nothing to stop it. They also give you a pry tool if you can't get it. I got it up a little bit. I might have to pull up from underneath. That one I'm going to work on a little bit. Okay, so for this one was a little tight on there, and I had to use the tool they give you with this one, and I pried up. Luckily, it fell right next to me because this thing shot in the sky. It was like, right, I can't believe it, I found it. But anyway, the new ones have a sticky back also. So to get this off, you're just going to pull it up like that, and it's sticky here in the middle. The new one here has sticky back on it. Just line it up with your and there you have it. Now with this, you're just going to line up your gas gauge with the mark here, get it in the general vicinity, and the other one you have that mark over there. And you can kind of spin it to get it where you need it. You can get it on the pin and just rotate it to where you need it to stop, and then push it down. And if you don't like it, you can actually twist it back, because you can only turn it counterclockwise, because that's where you're hitting the stop, to get it to line up. So my best angle is right here for me to see it. It's pretty close. It's a little hard to find your spot here, but there we go. Started. And I just want to turn it about where it was. Okay, so before I put the cover on, I just wanted to verify where the needles were. This one was a touch underneath, more than I wanted it to be, so I just moved it so that it's on 0 when when you turn the key on. So now all you have to do is put this back on. And then just put it back in. Okay, so now I have it sitting in the dash here. And if you want it, you can check your sweep by turning the ignition on. You can check again. I'll turn it off, back on. Make sure everything goes all the way up and back down. So now it's just putting all the screws back up in here. Okay, for reassembly, it's a little easier to see here. There's this screw right there. There, and there's 2 up there. The next thing is to put this boot back on. As you can see, there's these orange clips that pop into those holes, and then you're going to put 4 screws in. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. Alright, so those screws are in. I got this cover back on. I just popped it on, but Side note, the steering wheel was adjusted to the lowest setting I could get it at to make everything more accessible. But now that that's on, it's mostly just popping things back up into place. Okay, so we got the dash all back together. Literally after the last cut was just maybe 3 minutes to pop all this back in. And those were the 2 remaining screws left. And there we have the final. Let's see what it looks like. I like it. I also can put the lights on to make it brighter. So that's, I guess, what it would look like with the, let me turn the headlights on. If that makes a difference, I don't know. That's on the brightest setting. So that's all there is to it, putting that in. Just one, you just got to be a little careful with the needles. Other than that, I don't know how fragile they are, but it didn't break on me, so that's good. But I just had the speedometer one was a little tighter than I would like to first get it off, but now it's still stiff, but it's a little easier to move if you had to. So, well, I don't ever plan on opening it up, so that should not be an issue. But please like and subscribe, and I have an oil relocation kit that's going to go on this next week. So if you're interested in that, we'll be doing that. We'll catch you later.